and anybody else that's here too, watching this, wanting to do it, perfectly fine. Emoji Bookmark. We have a student at Defino that made an art project out of emojis on balloons, and made this awesome emoji project out of it. Sent me this awesome picture. Told you it was awesome. And this is Mia that did it, and Mia did a fantastic job and inspired me to do a couple emoji projects. So the first one is going to be the Emoji Bookmark. This is what I'm going to show you how to make. It's got a little opening in there too. So what you're going to need is a book, eventually. One of my favorite books, Rise of Theodore Roosevelt. Fantastic book. You're going to need paper, obviously. You're going to need markers. You can use colored pencils. You can use crayons. I think markers work best, right? And we're going to jump right into it and make this paper emoji bookmark. Pretty cool, pretty rad. Be the awesome kid on your street. If you got one of these, sub. For this one, the first thing you need to do to make the bookmark is you have to make this paper into a square. Really easy to do. You're going to take one corner and going to bring it up, not to this corner, but to over here. So I'm bringing this corner all the way up like a triangle. Now this side of the paper here is going to meet this side of the paper here. And you can see that triangle. Get that lined up. Press that down. And even though you're looking at a triangle, this is actually a square. So I'm going to cut out this extra piece of paper here, so all I have left is the triangle. This is a regular 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. Any size paper, this will work with it. And that's step one right there for the square. Okay, for the second part, we're going to close this stuff into a triangle right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to take each of these two corners on the sides. This is your open spot right here. Then we're going to take each of these two corners and we're going to fold these up so that this corner is going to touch the top. And when I fold it down, it makes another triangle. Same thing with this one over here. I want this corner to touch the top. Now I have both triangles next to each other. It's almost like I made a brand new square. And that's step two. For the next step, I want to open this back up. So I have these two triangles here with that fold line, and I've got this diamond shape right here. I'm going to take this part of the piece of paper here, not the whole thing, just one of them. And I'm going to bring it down, and there's a nice triangle fold right in here. I want this tip to touch that part of the paper right there where these lines meet. It's two folded lines meet right there. I'm going to bring this down till it touches the bottom and fold that down just like that. Make sure everything is nice and folded down right here. All right. Here's where it gets a little complicated. So I'm going to take this part right here, this part that I previously folded up, right? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and put it inside. So when this goes up, I'm going to open this up here like a pouch, like a little kangaroo pouch, right? I'm going to take this and fold it in there. See, I got it all the way slipped in there. I'm going to push that in and then fold this part down. And I got a little bit of space right there, so it could probably go in a little bit more. There's one side right there. Same thing for this one. This one's going to get folded up. And this guy's got to go inside the pouch too. I'm going to open it up, take this part, stick it inside there. Now I've got both of them inside that little pouch right there. And this is pretty much finished with all the folding. Now, my folding wasn't perfect on these two corners. That's okay, all right? It's close enough to what we're about to do next. Now, this part's optional. I myself like doing it. And you want everything to be firm in here. You want it nice and stiff. So I'm taking these back out. And I know how they're folded in there. That got a bit crinkled, huh? Still worked though. I'm gonna take some glue. Glue stick works fine as long as you use enough glue from the glue stick. I'm gonna take these and now I'm gonna fold them in with the glue on it. And I know that that's gonna stay. It's really gonna be nice and solid and it's not gonna go anywhere on me. Press that down nice. Now, if I get a little bit of glue on here, I can take a paper towel or my finger and just wipe it off, right? So it doesn't get too sticky in there. And that's your optional step. Okay, the next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna make a circle out of this. Now, the circle that you make, I'll flip this over to this side. See how I did it? I'm gonna keep this unfolded side sticking up, just like that. I happen to have a pretty good circle right here. And the circle that you make has to be slightly bigger than this square. So if I took a circle like this roll of tape that I have, this wouldn't do. I would ruin the whole thing. Okay, and the reason why I would ruin it is these folded parts right there have to stay folded. I can't let this move. So when I make my circle, I want to make sure that these don't get cut because I'm going to cut out that circle. So I can either do it this way or this way. I'm going to put my cup down, and what I'm going to do is trace this so that the cup is hanging off of the paper. I'll take it off and then you can really see what I did. See how I didn't draw the circle here or here? I want these to stay together. If I cut that, I'm going to lose my fold and the bookmark will break. All right, so I'm going to cut this out now, and this is okay to cut because it's not the folded part. Now I'm going to cut this top part, and this top part's okay to cut. Now that is not a perfect circle, and you can't have a perfect circle because if you do, you're going to lose that folded part that you really need. Now you can cut into it a little bit just to round things out, just to make it look a little rounder. I could do a little bit right here. I could do a little bit of trimming right there. But I never lost that connection that I have on both sides. I need that. I need that connection. I can have the hole in the middle, that's fine, but I need these two connections right there. So now I'm all set to start coloring. For my emoji, I'm gonna go with super crazy happy with the tears. There we go. Now for the test. I'm going to use one of my most favorite books, The Rise of Theodore Roosevelt by Edmund Morris. And this is how the bookmark would work. You have the pouch right there that you have. So if you are at a page, no matter how many papers you want to do, goes in there. Just like that. If you got the hole on top, you can have a little piece of the book sticking up too. Okay, so there you go. Make them, send them to me, Google Slide, email, whichever way you can. So let's do the cup thing. Where's my cup? Where's the other cup? I know I had the other cup. Where's that cup? Find that cup. It's got to be around here somewhere. I took his cup.